Hey everybody, and welcome to the Gauntlet of Everything Esports News. I'm your host, Captain Zeus, followed by my lovely co-host, JT. That's JT. And Novaburst, the one and only, the legend, the Novaburst. We got ourselves the results from Week 21 of the Overwatch League. Now, these matches here were the last matches leading up to the Summer Showdown. So after all this, everyone's got their placements, which will pop up on the screen. Ciao. But we're going to just go over the matches, talk about them. Let us know what you think. Guangzhou 3-1 Chengdu, which honestly was not that surprising. Not at all. Guangzhou was looking extremely spicy. I kind of called this matchup. I don't think we need to even talk about this, right?
Oh, I agree. Terrible matchup.
Wow, unanimous. That's first.
It's a terrible matchup.
Shanghai versus Seoul. Now, as you can tell by my lovely hoodie, I go for Shanghai as well. But Seoul kind of disappointed me in this one. I was hoping they were going to take it to a game 5. They're I don't know what to do with them anymore. They were like Houston in the beginning of the season. Like they're confusing me. They're losing matches that they should be winning, but then when it comes to something that is semi-major, they'll win, and then afterwards, regular stuff, they just lose. It doesn't make sense. I need you to stop that. Stop it. Please. Can't take any more of this.
You can.
I can't. Being a Houston fan is bad enough as it is.
I literally called this result, so.
I mean, I said Shanghai was going to win, but I was hoping Seoul was going to put up more of a... I mean, they took a map. I mean, kudos. But that doesn't say much.
That's exactly what I said is going to happen. Moving on. Not a great match.
Moving on.
I will murder you in your sleep.
This is actually a sad matchup. Poor Spark. I think I just need to stop watching Spark play.
I called this one. This one I called.
Spark is a blind spot for me for some reason. Like, on paper, they're so much better than they actually are. And,
agreed.
Yes.
London, showed that they're overrated. Spark's very overrated. So good for London. Good win, boys. Still don't know where to put Spark or London. So,
Yeah, top 10, my butt cheeks, okay? I'd say
still
another
probably
word.
top 10.
No.
London might be top 10.
London was more of a top 10 contender than Spark is.
London might be top 10.
Tarp.
I feel like Spark and London, they're actually pretty closer than we think. But I still think Spark is better than London. It's just, I don't know why. But whenever Spark goes up against London, whenever they go like into matchups with each other, they are so hard-headed, don't want to get off certain characters when they know, hey, they're double shielding us. Maybe we need to do a little dive or something.
Spice it up a bit.
Nope. We're going to charge right through it. And if we get shredded, so be it. And that's how you get swept, too. So,
it's true.
Congratulations.
You heard it here first. You want to get swept? Keep doing what you're doing. London, though, I'm proud of you guys. Ever since your win streak before the COVID situation happened, I saw some promise, some light in you. Mm-hmm. I heard casters during the matches saying Spark being the second, if not top, Asian region team, and I was like, man, these guys must be smoking something because there's no way. There's no way in heck, because you have Shanghai that's definitely better than them. London just proved.
I can name like 5 teams.
Yeah, New York technically is in that region, and they're better than them. Guangzhou is better than them. Arguably, Seoul is better than them. Hey, all I'm saying is Guangzhou started off the season being second tier. Now they are literally, them and Chengdu are fighting to stay out of the bottom like crabs in a barrel.
See, they're good. They have the players, but I don't know. Just sometimes when they go into games, they just lose it, and they don't know where they are. They don't know who they're playing up against, and you know what I mean? So I don't know.
See, I like their roster though. So
yeah, it's a really good roster.
This must just be a coaching problem. I don't know
maybe they're
anything
trying to
about their coaching
tank
staff.
for this upcoming
So they're
bracket.
deliberately losing to get a
Yeah, they're
lower
tanking.
That is
placement. That way they get a win. That makes sense. Okay.
No, that's actually
Everything
a real
makes
thing
sense
in
now.
this bracket. There are
Yeah.
definitely some teams who considered tanking because they didn't want to play certain teams. That is 100% something that happened this weekend.
Probably. And speaking of, Houston almost beat Florida. Somehow they brought it to a game 5, which Florida, I mean, good job taking the
That's
dub.
why I make fun of Florida.
But there's no way this should have gone to a game 5. This should have been a 3-0 or a 3-1, you know. But Houston, ever since that LA win, they've just proven that, hey, you know, don't kick
We're
us out
bottom
of here
team.
just yet. Hey.
Hey, we lose.
Don't kick
but-
us out of here just yet. Is what
we
I was
like
gonna
to
say.
give a small fight before we, bend over and let you win.
Okay, hey, hold up a second. Okay? They didn't play Muma, so this was guaranteed at least
Oh
no
my
3-0. Okay?
You know who's your saving grace? It's legitimately Dante.
Dante,
I mean,
he's our
Literally the
decay.
only player.
he was playing Tracer,
Mhm.
phenomenal. I mean, good God Almighty. But like, other than that,
This is why I can't take Florida seriously. Things like this.
Okay, but you can take LA serious when Houston beat them?
Yes, I can because they
Yes.
win against good teams always.
That doesn't make sense. Florida's won against good teams.
Okay.
Houston's won
Florida's
against good
very
teams.
Stop.
confusing right
We
now.
can-
No. You can't
Stop.
stop
Let me make a
this.
point.
You can't stop the lightning.
I can. So
I
LAG plays good teams often and either puts up really good stats or beats them. Okay? Florida has these wacky moments where they don't hardly ever play really high caliber teams. They get to feed off bottom feeders and they almost lose. Now, occasionally they go off. Okay?
Mhm.
But they don't do that in the season very often. They normally have matches like this. That's why I don't believe in them. It's because a good team shows it often. Sure, a good team can lose. Did he just decide not to listen to me anymore?
Yeah,
Okay.
he doesn't care.
Sorry, no.
Good
my-
teams sometimes lose to bad teams. It happens. But that's a rarity. And Florida doesn't
Okay.
seem to be a rarity.
First of all, Florida has beaten Philly, which was the top team in the league. They have beaten Atlanta. They've beaten top 10 teams. They've beaten middle tier teams. Yes, they still beat Houston. A dub is a dub. But Houston is what I'm saying is they have proven that they're not out of this just yet. I'm not
They
saying
have.
they're top
No,
10.
Houston's
I'm
out
not
of it.
saying they're top 10. What I'm saying
Houston
is
is a
they
bottom
still
team.
have the potential to be at least middle tier, to get out of that bottom of the barrel, is what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
Houston.
Okay,
I
fine.
think is still
Houston-
bottom.
God.
But like, when I put them in the bottom, I'm not saying they are the bottom. They're just in that section. They're probably like the top bottom. You know
they
what I
are
mean?
the top
top
ramen.
The top ramen.
The
I don't
bottom
know.
shelf of ramen.
Yeah, there
So
you go.
they're the first one out of that bottom shelf.
Okay, so you know how
Yes.
So they're getting kicked around a lot, is what
okay,
you're
so
saying.
you know how really
Kicks
really
ramen.
nice you know how really nice vodka is in like a nice glass bottle?
Yeah, I don't drink, so
Well, the cheapest vodka is in like gallon containers that are plastic.
guys, he's an
Plastic, yeah.
alcoholic, so he knows
So
details.
they're in like the reinforced plastic bottles, not the really cheap ones that if you bend it, the entire thing bursts open. But like,
Why would you want to bend a bottle?
They're
Oh,
plastic.
you don't even, yeah, they're plastic. You don't even have to do anything to them. So yeah, they're like the small plastic bottles, a little bit higher.
Good job,
quality.
Houston. You're plastic.
Okay, let's just get off of this. Good job, Houston, for putting up a fight. Good job, Florida, for not choking.
Good job, Dallas. We won.
Dallas did 3-0. Toronto, can you just beat, some of JT's teams? That way you can
No.
make me look good. That'd be
So my
great.
teams are-
Preach.
Almost all fighting for the top spot, except when they bench their entire roster.
You guys have been benching
Speaking of
Decay
which-
for like 3 weeks, which is weird.
I don't know what's.
What?
Honestly,
What are you
Toronto.
Dallas, they've been benching
Oh.
like Decay for some weird reason.
talking about? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on there.
I heard he's going to possibly go to Valorant. Rumor has it.
Rumor has it. That's our new
I'll
section.
bring it
Rumor has it.
I'll bring it up in 2 matches. Anyways, Dallas.
just
good
one-
job.
Throw in, I don't know why Toronto's in this league. I swear they're just here to be here. Dude, I swear Toronto is just here. No one cares. They're just like, oh, I guess
Oh
we're
my
going up
goodness.
against them. And
Wait, Toronto's still in this league?
yeah, exactly.
I'll be
So,
completely honest. I forget they're in there too.
I watch their games and I forget they're playing.
Who
Literally,
is this team
every
going up
week-
against? They're
I
so
know.
bad.
Every week I'm like, what's the next match? And am I going to watch it? Toronto. Oh, crap.
Oh,
I
crap.
should probably watch that matchup.
Come on, Canada. You gotta spice up your teams.
I mean, I'll be honest. I've missed more Toronto matches than any other team just because I forget they exist. Good job, Dallas 3-0. That's what, Toronto deserves.
Because they don't exist, apparently.
Punishment. And the most exciting match of the entire weekend.
It's
I don't
really
care what
not.
anyone says. It
Not
was.
at all.
What?
It wasn't.
Vancouver has definitively said they are not the worst team in the league.
Mm.
3-0 in Boston.
I'm so glad you're proud of beating the worst team in the league. Sorry.
I told y'all this
Nova.
last week. I hyped this match up.
For no reason. It's two
This is-
old hobos fighting each other in an alley. That's what this is.
With knives and
Knives?
like rusty.
No, with pillows and shopping carts.
I was going to
Rusty
say broken
knives.
glass, but
Why are you guys making this like a death match? They're
It is.
hobos.
It was.
No.
Yes, it was. And
It would have went to
Vancouver-
a game 5 if it was a death
well,
match.
I mean,
This is just a pillow fight.
No, this was a slaughter. So Vancouver woke up early in the night and slaughtered Boston.
So hobos
They
go
took a
from
sleeping
alleyway hobos to assassins. Is that what happens?
assassinations. Yeah.
Well, yeah, Vancouver really wanted. So Boston had a nice sleeping bag, and Vancouver really wanted it. So they murdered him in his sleep. That's what happened. Okay, moving on.
I don't even know how to process that.
That was the most important matchup for Vancouver this entire year.
Maybe in the beginning they were like,
Oh yeah, this is
we're
their
so
Super Bowl,
weak.
right?
I told you.
Vancouver's like, oh, we're weak, we're new guys, and then the last 2 weeks they're all like, bam, bam, bam. I'm just saying.
I'm convinced
Freaking
Jerry
Teen
has
Titans
checked
training over
out.
here.
I'm convinced Jerry has checked out and is like looking at Valorant teams, being like, "Please, someone help me."
It's like anyone. I'll even go to Houston.
CS:GO, Overwatch, someone help me.
Call of Duty, someone.
Anyone. You just give me a bed to sleep in and a good team.
I'll even have a sleeping bag.
And what's even worse is we don't even speak of the man Color Hex anymore, and yet he's still on that
Or
garbage.
Punk, who's been showing up and yeah, we don't
but
even
if
mention
you
these dudes.
I was
Going
gonna say, he's been showing up.
He's been showing
shows up
up.
to the
That's
game.
it. He shows up. What a
You
great
can't say
guy.
He's showing up in the game because they're still getting 3-0'd by the second worst team. in the
No, he's
league.
just there. He's just there.
Hey guys, I made it to work today. No,
Oh,
I didn't
great.
study. No, I forgot my keyboard and mouse. It's alright. I'll play with this mouse trackball.
I have a PlayStation 4 controller.
love
LA
this.
3-1 to Washington.
You know why? I know why this happened.
Because-
Washington was so upset about Corey leaving.
No, they're upset that Corey went to FaZe.
I mean,
That's
it's
what
been so-
depressed them. They're like, oh, Corey's gone. That's fine. Then they find out he goes to FaZe Clan. They're like, oh, I don't know how we're going to do this anymore, man. That's depressing.
Oh man, he went to a better game that makes more money.
But a really
Corey probably
crappy
got more
organization.
money to leave Overwatch than the entire Overwatch team he was on is worth.
Oh, yeah. Probably. Valorant pays a crap ton.
They didn't they have their first tournament this weekend?
Yes, they did. And T1, I believe, won that one. It's pretty good stuff. Pretty good
I
stuff.
don't know how you can have I hate tournaments when the game's not even really out.
Well, it is out.
Oh, is it officially out now?
Yeah, it's been official for about almost a month.
Oh, really? I thought it was still in closed beta.
Yeah, they finished the closed beta earlier this month, like in the beginning. So it's been out for almost a full month.
That shows you how much I care about that game.
People are hyping it up, and everyone's
LA
leaving Overwatch for it. So
LAG, good win. GG. Moving on.
day 2, Shanghai
Spark got wrecked.
3-0'd them. That's it. End of the story. This is
Yep,
literally expected.
I will come in because I know I was the one trying to throw in
You really
crazy accusations that
were. Very
Spark
crazy.
would have won. Just an off week, honestly. just a really off week. Gonna go back to the throwing
Excuse.
the throwing excuse, obviously. So yeah,
That makes
that's
sense.
it. I'm done.
So proud of you. Seoul 3-0 Chengdu. Thank you for
As
the
they
dub. You should have done that. That's exactly what we needed. It's what I expected.
Wait, are we celebrating when a team beats a team so much worse than them?
I'm celebrating when Seoul does it.
I mean, he's
Good
wearing-
job, Dallas. Good job.
Hey, you were just
Didn't-
doing that like 5 minutes ago. I could do
I
this
did
for
not.
Seoul.
I skipped Dallas basically because
Whatever.
they should have won that matchup.
Seoul,
with-
good job. I'm proud of you. Should have did this anyways. Let's keep up the good work.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Now, a match that I had called.
Disgrace.
I called this match.
What a
Beat-
disgrace.
beat-
Oh,
called.
and the score. I called it.
What a
Gung Zhao,
disgrace. Me too.
3-2. New York Excelsior. Nova, give me a high five. Come on. Yeah. That's what I'm talking
What a
about.
disgrace.
Yes, New York is a disgrace because that is two or three times Gung Zhao has beaten New York with different
true.
bands, nonetheless.
It's true. But I'm going to tell you a 10 million.
Oh my gosh. What? How many times did this team have to beat you guys? You're going to get it through your thick skull.
I know.
$10 million.
Yeah, teach you, old man.
10 billion IQ play because they have a lower seed now.
They brought it to a game 5 and almost wins.
Just to lose.
Just to lose it for a lower
why?
seed. That's your logic.
Yeah, because if they would have won that, they would have been the upper bracket.
I know. We're saying,
What if
then
I-
why didn't they just get swept?
Yeah, then why didn't they just throw the whole
Because
thing?
then you get fined $50,000.
I mean,
For what, losing?
Spark
No,
did it
for
twice.
match-
Exactly.
For match fixing.
But they don't know you're match fixing.
Okay, you
Look,
say
you
that,
still lost.
but
Come on.
how many times
It
in
was a
history has
good
that happened?
matchup. Good job, guys.
I'm gonna say match.
That's like the throwing for placement makes more sense than what his logic for his teams makes more sense than yours. Even though it's the same argument.
That's exactly what I said. They're
know.
throwing for match placement.
But it doesn't make sense.
It does
Because
because
they
then they
should've
would
just
either
3-0'd.
A in the upper bracket. No, because
Yes.
how many times have teams gotten caught for doing that?
None.
Two.
Uh,
I don't know.
Lots.
In the Overwatch
Okay.
League. None.
Yeah, 2.
I got it right.
Oh, you did get it right. Who?
It was before Overwatch League started.
Then it was an Overwatch League.
Okay, it's Overwatch though.
But it was an
And I
Overwatch
can
League.
I can
so
also name
I
can also name like 15 CS:GO League teams and Dota.
But this is the Overwatch League segment, right?
Can we pull an overlay of those two incidences?
Nothing's gonna be there.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm just saying, teams get caught for doing that all the time, and it's a huge fine. And typically, they're kicked out of the tournament. So it's imperative that they make it look close.
Yeah, I don't believe that's what happened. They've lost consistently to this team.
Good job. Took it to game 5.
Yeah, I
Good
mean, it's
job.
not even my team, but you know what? I'm rooting for you, Gung Zhao. You keep up that hard work.
They're gonna haunt you in your sleep. Trust me.
No,
As-
they won't.
Yes, they're gonna win the tournament.
You know what? We're skipping this. Paris 3-1 to LA Valiant, which
No
you
one-
should have did that anyways.
I'm actually kind of
Good
upset
job.
at Paris
What? Why?
because it should have been a 3-0. They could have made it a 3-0. That game, they could have won. They
Okay,
lost
this-
focus.
They had to make it look close.
Yeah, they had to make it look good. Okay, it's for the fans. Okay, it's for the fans,
Screw
it-
the fans, win games.
which they did. Good job, Paris. You keep up the hard work. LA, tough battle. Let's not let this discourage you for the summer showdown coming up
So,
here.
Paris.
okay?
Wee wee.
Paris,
Oh, we
look at Atlanta, and that's how you're supposed to crush someone.
hold on. Atlanta 3-0'd Vancouver. Okay.
Indeed.
The second worst team, as you want to
Third.
say it. Paris 3-1'd a top a middle tier team.
16th team. Okay.
What? No, they are like in that
Jesus.
top middle. They're like between
15.
11 and 13.
15. Okay, I'll give you 15.
I didn't even say that. I said 13.
Okay, 15. I'll give you 15.
Where are you getting these numbers? Anyways, Atlanta 3-0'd Vancouver. I mean, I don't know what you want to say on that. You should have. There's no excuse why it should be anything else. So now, the moment everybody's been waiting for. The results. The Battle of the Titans!
This is what you
Jesus.
call a poor effort to match fix.
Oh my
Disappointed.
gosh. Carpe, man, you can only do so much. But San Francisco with the 3-0, no one saw coming. No one.
Besides
Everyone thought this was
San
gonna be close.
Fran.
I mean, besides San
fans,
Fran,
yeah.
they're fanboys. But
true.
like JT and his Dallas
So-
team. Anyways,
We won. That's all that matters.
Seeing this, I'm imagining, does this put San Fran finally in first place, even without Sinatra?
not first place.
I see it as they're taking back their throne, and
No.
Philly can go back to
But
second
Philly
place.
was second anyways.
I don't think Philly,
I thought Philly was the best, to be honest, right now.
That's
So
in Shanghai.
Shanghai, I think they have an argument for first, but so does Shanghai.
I would love to
York's
see a
third.
San Fran Shanghai, but
That would be
I
spicy.
I think right here demonstrated. Well, if it was in the case of first team versus the second place team, we would like to see, like we said last time, a game 5. No, this was domination. You know what I mean?
Destruction.
So I think this just puts a staple in that San Fran's like, hey, listen, we don't have Sinatra, but we're still a great, fantastic team. They're taking back the throne. So
They have a lot of good players on their bench as it is, with Super not even playing and whatnot, and they still 3-0'd.
Super's a
Philly.
great tank. Yeah.
Well, they just didn't have an answer. Like,
But the thing is, like Nova was saying earlier with Hung Zhao, Philly was getting beat on the same comp, and they didn't change their comp, which you see teams
So-
do all the time in this league, and it pisses me off because I'm like, if what you're doing is broken, fix it. Okay? There's no reason why you're gonna keep doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result.
I have a counter argument for that because we have seen Philly do that before where they will switch. I wonder if some of that has to play with the tournament coming up and them not wanting to show off champions that they are practicing currently. I wonder if
Okay.
that had something to do with it because Philly is such a good team and we've seen it time and time again where a comp's not working, they immediately switch off of it. So I wonder if they just didn't want to show any new heroes, right?
I'll be honest.
I think
I don't think
there's
so.
I think there's a small. I don't think that's. I think they could have switched up more, but I do think they don't want to show any comps because they want to win prize money.
But you gotta
I
have
can
a
see that.
backup comp.
Possibility.
Yeah, but this match doesn't mean very much. It means a lot to the fans. It doesn't really mean anything to them currently. So take the L, try to win in the tournament. But you see what I'm saying, right?
I could see it. Yeah.
I see it.
I
For
think-
Philly, they should have brought this closer. You've had 3 maps where if one comp didn't work, you should have changed it up. At least one or two play characters.
But did anything change for them losing this match?
I mean, it does hurt their ranking and it hurts their
But
their
nothing changed for
positioning.
this tournament.
Well, yeah, but the tournament is all you do for the tournament. That just gives you extra wins for the end. But the tournament doesn't really mean anything, like you like to say a lot.
Redemption arc Philadelphia.
means more than
in this
one.
tournament. I want to see it.
You're
Because
not
this
gonna
one
like
has-
my bracket then.
Because this one has
Well,
point
I'm
applications.
Going to
right?
cry. What's up?
This tournament has point applications for the end of the year, right?
Yeah, both tournaments do. Well,
Okay, yeah.
there's
This
supposed to be
one's
2 tournaments. Now there's 3 tournaments. I mean, who knows? They're gonna add another one later.
But this one has higher, from what I understand, this one has higher stakes in terms of points, correct?
No, it's the same
Oh, it's the same.
from my understanding.
I mean, Florida might just be banking on trying to get, top 4 again.
Yeah, they'll bring it all the way back. But I don't know. I'm disappointed in Philly on their performance. They should have at least taken a map off of San Fran. No excuse why I should have gone 3-0. That's just that's
It's
throwing
fine.
it basically. That's
I mean,
throwing it.
if they come in to the tournament with a bunch of comps that they haven't played in the last couple of weeks, we know what happened.
And if not, then they just mega.
I mean, if
oof.
they come in with the exact same comp they just lost it with, then that just means they aren't playing well. But I have this sneaking suspicion maybe the last couple weeks, because they have had an easy last couple weeks, that they could kind of coast into the tournament, and maybe they've just been only practicing new comps, getting ready for the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard rumors of other teams doing such things. I won't disclose, but I actually have a source on that.
Do you actually?
I
Oh,
really have a
jeez.
source on that.
Do you really? Or
I
are you
really
just
have a
making this
source.
up?
I do not want to disclose my source, but I do know there's one other team.
You never
that
have a
is-
source.
I will tell you off air, but yes,
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
I actually do have a source on this.
Anyways, to conclude the weekend, Washington 3-1 Boston, which both of them coming off of an L. Good job, Washington. I mean, little sign of hope, but not really, because it's the worst team in the league right there. Boston took a map off. I mean,
That was a free matchup, to be honest.
honestly, they should have put that matchup in front of Philly San Fran. So Philly San Fran would have ended the day. That would have been a lot better. But yeah, that's it.
Yep.
That's it for today. Yeah, I know they ended the day with a boring matchup. Good
Yeah.
job, Overwatch League. We're so proud of you.
Sponsor us.
Notice us, senpai. Anyways, let us know in the comments what you think about the results and what your predictions are for the summer, showdown. You're going to see our video on that coming in sometime this week. I'm Captain Zeus, followed by JT Novaverse, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.